Welcome back to Gamer-0. I'm your host T Hill. Episode of the day is Castlevania Lord of Shadows review. So first thing I have to say, this is a shout out to all you journalists. This is not God of War. Let's make this clear from the beginning. This is not God of War. It has the basic elements of what God of War is. You hack, you slash, you navigate. But there is so much more to this title. The landscape, the set pieces, from the very beginning to the very end are gorgeous. Just like they actually get better from beginning to end. When you talk about somebody painting a pretty picture for you, Mercurysteam has taken set pieces and setting a bar. God of War is good, but I actually think for grounding you in a level of fiction, like a good type of reality, they have nailed it out the park. The game is breathtaking. There are scenes where you don't even want to do anything. You just want to sit there and take in the experience that you're having. The lighting, the music, the foliage, the art direction is some of the top quality I have ever seen in a game, period. If you think that this is just going to be another God of War game, you are very, very wrong. Combat is deep, rich, and very fulfilling. You will feel rewarded. You will feel like a total badass as you progress. You will not be controlled by, okay, shit, this scenario is too hard. I'll just block and wait for my opening. That won't work. No working. That won't do it. There are points in the game where if all you figure you're going to do is I'm just going to block and wait for a counter, yeah, no. There's scenarios where they'll put you up against enemies where that's not going to happen. You won't get away with that. I guarantee it. But saying that, they give you such a robust set of mechanics to play with and scenarios to work with that you never feel like you're not having fun doing the fighting. You can always switch it up. You can always adjust your play style to succeed in the battle. You're never going to be pushed into a spot where shit, I'm just going to block, wait for my counter, go for it. That's not something you have to worry about. So you're always brought into the combat. The combat is really, really rewarding. The way you power up is you don't even notice that you have to do it. You're doing it, and oh, great! I can get a new attack, a new combo, or I can upgrade a relic, or I can, just you burn through them so fast. Before you know it, you've got them all. Now, except for the two top ones. I'm not going to tell you what they are because I don't want to ruin it for you. But those ones you'll have to go back and grind a little bit unless you are a collector. So you're going to play through and get every medallion piece, every upgrade. So that way, if you're one of those type of people, you'll get those top two attacks without a problem. The game, as a narrative and as an experience as a whole, it captures you from go and takes you on this roller coaster ride of different set pieces that are of such variety that are really a work of art. It's what it is. It's a work of art. It's a masterpiece of the finest, highest level. People who said this doesn't feel like Castlevania, you are very, very, you either don't know Castlevania, you haven't been playing the series. They take the experience from, and we'll just take, if you want to break it down to pieces, there are tons of homage paid to every one of the older games. Every one of the older games in the series. And I can say this because places like clock towers, places like swamps, places like cemeteries, places like inside of the castle, there are, as you're playing through the set pieces and the story, you get to a point, if you are actually reading all the scrolls that you find along the way, everything connects. You make sense. So people say, oh, well, you didn't go here. Well, actually, you did. You just didn't, if you obviously weren't going after everything, you were just going through the combat, because if you get all those scrolls, it actually tells your locals that your location based on the mythology from the previous Castlevania games. There's so much that is tied back in that saying this isn't Castlevania, you're very wrong. The combat, there's tons and tons of platforming, which is what Castlevania is known for. Castlevania has always pushed you forward, pushed you forward, and even the camera is indicative of trying to get you to go forward. And they've captured it in such a cinematic way that you always feel like, I need to go here, but you're never forced to go there. You always have a variety of, you have a way of getting there. Yes, it's linear, but there are some parts where there are tons of branching paths that require you to use your noodle. You have to explore, which I found was fun. I saw reviews, and I'm gonna get on you guys, but some of you big websites said, "Ooh, why don't I have a map?" I didn't need a map. Made it through no problem. Actually, I enjoyed searching because guess what? The game is beautiful. I had fun looking at everything. So, spending 30-40 minutes not figuring out bullshit, I was easily able to navigate, find my way, and it wasn't like there was so many hard paths. The game never makes it that hard for you. Take me, if I'm actually like pondering because my brain's too slow to figure out where I'm at or what I need to do, within 5-10 minutes, if that's like extremely stretching it out, I was able to get to where I need to go. So that part, I'm going to say bull on you journalists who said that. So I've covered the fact that it's not a God of War clone and that it's a rich reboot of the Castlevania series. You got that out. The game is almost perfect if you're a Castlevania fan, if you're just a hack and slash fan, if you like a strong narrative, which is the next piece. Every single part of the game has you building up and getting attached to the main character Gabriel and his plight. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. I know I don't cover story because all I'll say is the story is awesome. It is awesome, and it really takes away from some of the Castlevania mythology, but also from newer text like or media like Van Helsing. When I look at this game, it's like a menage a trois happened between Lord of the Rings, Van Helsing, God of War, and Castlevania, and boop, here comes Lord of Shadows. That's what this game is. If you like those things, you will love Lord of Shadows. Is it a day one buy? Hell yes. Get this shit. It is a hot game. It is beautiful. It is fun. It will capture you and have your attention from start to finish. There's points where I forgot to blink. When you're doing these Titan battles, especially the last one, I'm not going to ruin it for you. That last Titan battle, wow. The combat mechanics, oh yeah, after playing it for combat, wait for an opening, find the weak spot, navigate to the weak spot, hit it a few times, alright, find the next one. Yeah, that's cool. If that's all you're looking at it for, I don't know why you're gaming. Because the experience and what you're taking in is just... Go play it. You'll find out. You'll know exactly what I mean. All in all, this is a day one buy. If you haven't bought it, get up, get a job, get some money, go buy this. If you want to rent it, that's cool. Guess what? You're going to miss out on the fact that Mercurysteam is going to be releasing DLC to expand the story. If you play through the game and you get to the end and you see the plot twist at the end, you're going to be like, well, what happened between... I'm not even going to say anything. But you're going to want DLC to explain more, to give you more, what led to certain outcomes. All in all, I give this 5 out of 5. Go buy this joint. It is hot. Alright, this is T Hill. You know, you can always follow me on hiphopgamershow.com. You can follow me on Twitter. It's T_Hill0. Or if you want to game with me on the weekends, or just send me a friend messages and communicate, see what I think on games, what I'm gonna buy, what do I recommend. Hit me up on PSN. It's T-Hill. All right. This is it for Gamer-0. I'm out. Peace.